All right. Okay, so should I start the lesson then? The final lesson of Ansible, and before we release the assessment. Awesome. Okay, so recording has started, and this one is going to probably a quick lesson. So yeah, let's just do that. Okay. So as you can see, this is your familiar, funny Dojo today here as well. Okay. So we will be using Dojo app to learn CICD of Ansible. Okay. So we have built this app many times, played many times, used it with different stacks, at least 3, 4 types of stacks you have already deployed this with, right? So by the end of the bootcamp, you'll have at least 10 ways of deploying this application. So in the interviews, if someone say that, okay, can you deploy this app? You can tell, I have 10 ways to deploy it. Can you tell which one do you want? So I think you should be pretty ready with those kind of scenarios. So what you can see probably today is that this is the app we are going to deploy. Okay. So what this app is probably going to do, this app is just like the game. It's a small gaming application we will be deploying. But the thing is that we will be deploying this using Ansible. We have done Ansible thing manually earlier. We will be doing today automated. It will be happening through CICD, okay, and GitHub Actions. Okay, all good so far? Any questions? All right. So for today's lesson, everyone, I am sending you this link. Please just follow this link to finish this lesson. This is going to be rather a quicker lesson because we already know most of the concepts. So we should be able to finish this quickly. And then you can take the assessment. All right. So this is the lesson, everyone. I have sent the link in chat. Okay. We will be doing a bit of modification on this lesson because this was like written a bit ago and we have done some improvement on this. So we will be making some changes on, as well on top of this. All right. Okay. So this is the server which I was using. Okay. What we will be doing is I will be launching a new server. So everyone, if you want to follow with me, which I will recommend, is please go ahead and launch a server. Okay, so I am going to launch this server. Okay, and this will be just like Ansible CI/CD. I'm going to use Ubuntu for this. I'll be using Ubuntu 22. I'm going to use the instance type T2 micro. Okay, what's happening here? All right, I believe that my setup is done. I will launch this instance. I'll wait for the instance to come up. All right, so I have created a folder, okay, where I will be putting the contents, okay. Is everyone following with me so far? Okay, I will get the repo, okay. So this is the Dojo Jump repo. If you want to use that, let's just use that. I've sent the link. I've sent the link in chat if you want to see. So I will get this code base, okay. So everyone, please get the code base. All right, so this is the code I have gotten now. Please follow with me properly so that, okay. And this is not coming in the assessment, okay, not in this assessment. So don't have to really rush. And I don't want to, but saying that I don't want to drive your attention out that this lesson is useful for future work, okay. So please follow the lesson. Okay, so this is the code base I have gotten here, as you can see. Okay, and this is our dojo. Okay, and yeah, with that, let's work. Okay, once you get the code, what we will be doing is we'll okay, this is the place where we are. I am on master branch, as you can see, master or main, whichever branch you are on. I will create a new branch for this, okay, because I don't want to, disrupt the master branch, the main branch. Please let me know if you have followed me this far. I'm going slow so that you can follow with me. Awesome. So what I will do is I will create a new branch for this. Okay. I'll write git checkout -b. Okay. And I will write cp class Ansible CICD. I know it's a long name, but I'm just giving for clarity that this is the branch we have to look at. Everyone following with me? Okay. If you want, I will keep sending all these commands. Okay. If you really want to just follow exactly like me, then I will keep sending all the commands in chat. Okay, what really you have to do, git clone the repo, run this command inside the repo. Those who want to follow, let me know. I will keep checking you are with me or not. I feel Tristan is with me, Michael is with me. Troy and Cass, are you following with me?
I'm following. I'm also stepping back because if I try to keep up with the actual commands, I lose part of your lesson. So I'm
Mhm.
partway there.
Okay, yeah, sure, no worries.
I'm catching up. Just keep pushing ahead and I'll use the video to.
Sure.
Same.
So those who are, like who like to watch the things properly and then do it, just make sure you do it later. Okay, because what happens is, it's a human brain, right? So it's a human thing that first law of physics, right? Newtonian physics, first law always works inertia, right? Once you finish that, you feel okay, I'll do it tomorrow, and it just gets pushed, right? Then make sure, just make it a rule, right? That before we finish the lesson, afternoon you watch it. Okay, be whatever it is, you will watch the video on the same week. Okay, just take an oath that no video will push to next week unless again it's a kind of urgency. Generally speaking, always finish the lesson on the same week. That's it. Simple principle, and everything will be within the timeline. Okay. All right. So we are on this branch. Okay. So git branch. Okay. This is the branch name, long name, but hopefully this is just for clarity. So I got the branch. Okay. Now, all of you have built project before. To perform CI/CD with Ansible, what do we need? What do we need to perform this project, to do this project?
The Nginx to help run it.
Okay. Okay. And where will this Nginx come from?
YAML file.
Which YAML file?
One that we create. I don't think I'm understanding the question.
The answer I'm expecting is that we need to write the Ansible playbook, right? Isn't it? Yeah. So we need to write Ansible playbook. Yeah, it is a YAML file, but GitHub Action is also a YAML file, right? So YAML could be like a vague answer. Correct answer is you need Ansible playbooks. Okay. So we need to write the playbooks. Okay. And why do we do this? Why are we putting it here? So that CI/CD happens. We don't want to change the code automatically. We did it previous time, right? With Terraform, we just write the code and boom, everything happens automatically. You don't have to do anything. Similarly, we will be doing that. So what we will be doing is, we will be creating Ansible playbook. Okay, here. So let's go ahead and write a playbook here. Okay, so we write Ansible CICD.yaml. Sounds good. We need a playbook. Okay, what else we need here with apart from playbook? We got the playbook. What else we need? We need inventory, right? We need inventory. I taught you one of the day dynamic inventory. Today we will just be doing static inventory. Okay, not dynamic inventory, but you need inventory, right? Because you want to perform deployment using Ansible. So you need inventory. So I will create file inventory. Sounds good. So we got YAML file, we got inventory. Okay. What else do we need here? Come on.
Roles?
Sorry, Troy?
Roles?
Roles we could, right? But roles are not mandatory to perform Ansible deployment. right? Roles are just a better way of doing it if you want to treat it as a template. Okay, so what we need here is GitHub Actions. We want to perform CI/CD using GitHub Actions, correct? So we need GitHub Actions. So I will create a folder called GitHub, correct? Inside GitHub, what should be the folder?
Workflows.
Should it be hidden folder or normal folder?
Normal.
Okay, very good. We got the workflows. Inside these workflows, what should we create? Inside this, we need to write the YAML file, right? For CI/CD. We need to write the YAML file, which will perform the CI/CD, which will run the jobs. We did it, right? We did it for Terraform in the last class. Similarly, you must have done a lot more for unit test and anything else. So we will create a YAML file here, and the file name will be, let's say, Ansible CICD job.yaml. Okay, so we'll create a action. Okay, I think instead of job, I should probably write Ansible CICD GitHub action. And here I will write CICD playbook for clarity. Name doesn't matter, by the way. Okay, so folder structure is probably okay, correct? Now, what should we do? What do you want to tackle first? The GitHub action part or the Ansible part? What do you think? Which one will be better to do? Come on, folks. Everyone seems to be still on
GitHub?
mode.
The workflows, because that's what's going to create our Terraform, and then we'll use the Ansible on that Terraform.
Okay, so I think Tristan, your idea is good, but today, I mean, the focus is on Ansible, so we are not going to use GitHub Action to create Terraform-based infrastructure. I have manually created the server actually here, if you see. So idea is good, but today we'll just be using manual approach. Okay, so I will be actually using this server, CP class Ansible CICD. This is the server I'm going to use.
So your question is, which should we tackle first, GitHub Actions or Ansible Playbook?
Yes.
Okay, okay. So which one needs to go first? They're both very important. I'm going to go with GitHub Actions just because it feels like it's closer to the infrastructure and what we need to do.
Okay.
GitHub Actions.
Okay, cool. Yeah, awesome. Okay, but there is slight idea I would like to give here. Okay, you can select GitHub Action for sure, but think about what is the use of GitHub Action? Tell me the most important use case or benefit of GitHub Action using.
To orchestrate that CI/CD side to it. So you have the YAML file up. Maybe if we don't have something to deploy, then we don't have anything to build GitHub Actions around.
Okay, my simple question is, what is the most important benefit of using CI/CD?
I think it's consistency, automation consistency.
Automation, exactly. Consistency. right? Because it does the same thing every time repeatedly, exactly in the same manner, right? Not like human people who keep changing their mind, changing their thoughts, right? Not like that. So automation is the most important part, right? But how do you automate something, right? Let's say I want to automate driving, but did automated driving came first, like the Tesla self-driving cars, or was there manual driving first?
Yeah, manual first, right? So
Manual first, right? Why? Because if there is something going wrong, you are doing it manually, you can fix it, right? Before you automate, you first need to do it. Like, how can you automate something? You need to do something manually, first of all, isn't it?
right.
So doing things manually is important at first, because to automate, what will you automate? You just do it at few times, right? Let's say you want to automate uh, server creation. At least you should know creating a server manually first. Then you automate it. Why do you need to automate? So that this happens fast at a scale, less error. But first do the things with error, right? So GitHub action will come later in picture. First, you should do the Ansible manually. So whenever you are writing the code, you will first do it manually. Test your Ansible code. Is your YAML code correct? Because Ansible is nasty. It's not easy to be tackled, right? You have to test the code many times. Okay. So always you will write the, I mean, it's your approach. You feel you're too pro, you can please go ahead. But ideal way is that you test the things manually first. Okay. All right. So let's try write the playbook first. Before playbook, should you write playbook first or inventory first?
I would say inventory.
Okay. Okay. I think Cass has picked inventory. Yes. Why do you think inventory should be the first to start with?
Because I believe you need to set up your nodes first. So the control node and then children.
Yeah, exactly. Isn't it? Yeah, totally. The thing is that you need to get the node first, then only you will run something on the node, right? What will you run otherwise? So it is very important that we get this thing actually running first, isn't it? Okay. So what we will be doing is we will first write the inventory. We have written inventory earlier, right? No one has any question over that. What is inventory? Why inventory? Okay. So I have this inventory ready for you. Okay. And I will send this in chat as well. Okay. So this is the inventory. Only thing is the difference will be your server. So just put the server IP of your server. Okay. There is one thing that you're seeing here. That is a strict host key check. Can someone tell me what is this? Do you remember when we use Ansible first time with a new server? It asks us like yes, unknown host found, give yes or no.
How to handle the SSH client or the
Exactly.
like the host keys to the server.
Yes, exactly. Because you know your terminal throws an error that I don't know this server. Are you sure you want to connect to it? So we are just telling that you know what, don't do host key checking, directly go ahead. Okay, because I know this is my server, I trust it, right? So because why do we need this? Because when you are using GitHub Action, there is no one sitting inside GitHub runner to give yes. Everything should be automated, right? Exactly. So this is your Ansible user, the Ubuntu and Ansible SSH this. Rest everything I feel you know. This is the repo, this is the repo name, this is the directory, and this is the repo directory. Any questions on this? We have done this in previous classes. Any questions? Just change your IP address here. Okay, so our Ansible is ready. One thing is I will change the IP address. So this is the IP address 180. I have changed the IP address. Server is Ubuntu only, Ansible SSH minus. So stick here, checking, everything is fine. All right, okay. So the next thing that we want to do is, that is the playbook. Okay. So everyone, let's write the playbook. Okay. Based on your previous knowledge, tell me how to write this playbook. What should be part of this playbook, by the way? Come on, the class is so cold today. Why is it? It's summer weather, everyone. It's no more winter. What is your go-to approach to write Ansible playbook? Because this is your assessment today, by the way.
Maybe just sketch out some jobs.
Tasks, right? Tasks. So the first thing that you write in your Ansible playbook, everyone, is your hosts. What are the servers, right? And second thing you write is tasks, correct? Yes or no? Come on. Right.
Yes.
Yes.
So we first of all write the host and then we write the tasks. Okay. Host is easy. We know. We have inventory, host will give. What are the tasks we want to do, everyone? Tell me task number 1.
Configure the control node.
Sorry?
Configure the control node.
Okay, yeah, okay.
And also the child nodes after that.
Right. So we essentially want to use Nginx, right? We want to use Nginx to serve our web application. Okay. And let me see if I have crossed an hour. I have a few minutes left. So, okay. So the first thing that we want to do is that we want to install Nginx. Do you want to do something earlier than this? Update server, right? Second thing will be install Nginx, right? Third thing will be enable Nginx. Fourth thing, what after that?
If we have a database,
This is Dojo Jump game, it has no database. What is the next thing you want to do, everyone?
yams put clone repo.
Exactly, we want code, right? What will you deploy? Come on, you have no code. So you need actually the code, right? Get code. Okay, awesome. After that, once you have gotten the code, next, what will you do? Dependency you have already updated here. And you got the dependency here. You just need Nginx. The next thing
The
that
code dependencies,
sorry,
the code dependencies too, or
this code has no dependency. It's just a static file. In case index.html sounds good, but code repo already has the code. You don't need to create. Sounds good, everyone? So these are the things we need to do. Should we do it? Are you ready? Awesome. So let's write our playbook. Okay. So the first part, okay, that everyone knows, okay, that is that we define the hosts. We'll use all hosts because we have just one host, so it doesn't matter. And the next, okay, next we have task. What is the first thing you want to do? Correct? Can someone send me the code to update it? How should I update the code server, everyone? Send me the code to update the server. I will be back in 1 minute. Please find the code. Yeah. Anyone? How do we update the server, everyone? I mean the so I think this is the code that we have used before. Okay, so this will like update server package list, and then I think we have used this earlier, and the next one will be like name, and it's like update all packages. Okay, and we'll write app and write upgrade. There are different ways of doing it. You can simply run apt update, and that should also do the job. Okay, so we have gotten this. This should update the server. After this, what next? Install Nginx, correct? How do we install Nginx? We write apt, and the next thing we write name. What is the package name you want? You want Nginx. We make sure it is a small n, okay? After Nginx, we have to write enabled, yes. Why do we write enabled? Anyone?
It'll just turn it on for the state.
The reason we give enable yes, so that even if the server restarts, it automatically starts with the boot. Okay, it becomes like service. Okay, perfect. So we got Nginx installed. Okay. What else do we need?
The code?
We need the code itself, correct? And how do we get the code?
Are we
What is
skipping?
this?
Go
Feel
ahead.
like git clone or git git clone, wouldn't it? Just point us to the repo.
Yes, get code from GitHub. But do
And
we git clone, or we use some kind of a module here, Ansible module like Git module. We use Git module.
Oh yeah, module.
Exactly. So we use Git module. Okay. And how do we did everyone forget the last class? The CICD Terraform? We did it, right? I think everyone needs to revise this, and good that we have assessment coming. So everyone has to revise it. So we give the repo name. Okay. What is the repo name, everyone? How is the repo created? Repo is created with the repo URL. And where is the repo URL? This is the repo URL. So Chandra, github.com/chandradevarya/dojo jump. Correct. So this is how we get this. So here we have to give the repo name. Okay. So we will give here. Okay. We'll give here. And how do we access the variable in playbook? We write. Okay. We write repo URL. Okay. We got the URL. If we do this way, you got the URL. After this, you write the repo name itself. Where is it coming from? It's coming from this. The repo name, dojo jump. Correct? The repo URL and the repo name. We have done this earlier, everyone. Okay. So we got the repo URL and the repo. And by default, repo URLs are like .git. I'm not sure if you need it or not, but I will give it. Okay. Which directory do you want this code to go?
The home directory, like user/home or Ubuntu/home or something like that.
Yeah, that could work. Anybody else? Krishna, but if you put this code in home directly, how will it work? What do you think? We want to use Nginx to serve the code, correct? If you put this in home directory, will Nginx pick it?
Is this because it's just HTML, the like var/www/html or something?
Yes, exactly. Yes. Michael, it can be yes or true, anything is fine. Yes, so we need to give the destination, right? So write destination, okay? And what is the destination? /var plus www/html. Correct. Okay. Next. What else do we need to add here, anyone?
Version,
Okay. Yeah,
branch.
exactly. The branch. Correct. Branch name we need. Exactly. Right. So, how do we give the branch name, by the way?
Maybe version : main or something like that.
Okay. Anybody else? How do we specify branch here?
Is it just branch and the name of the branch?
I think it is version. So we need to give the version name, the branch name. What is the branch name we have decided? This is the branch name, right? I think this is how it is. The version is perhaps the branch name. This becomes the branch name, I believe so. Okay. So we got the code. What else do we need here? If you're using Git, there is one more thing that you need, and that is called accept post key. We have used this earlier. Anyone? Why do we do this? Why do we give this?
This is a server going to Git, so you need to have a server cert or something to.
Very close, exactly. So thing is that since we are doing automated, Ansible will complain that, you know what, I don't know this Git repo and this is the correct one or not. So you just tell that, you know what, I have this is my repo, I trust it. Just skip it. It's just for like security purpose. Especially this is done in automated use cases. Okay. So we want to the final thing we want to do is we want to restart Nginx, and you write Nginx, and you write state restart. Okay. So if you do this, I believe that we should be fine. Yeah, so we got the code, we got this repo. Fine. I believe this should do the trick. Next thing, and this is a complicated topic, okay? So don't feel puzzled. It takes a bit of time, okay? Ansible is one of the lesson which is very nasty. The most, like complicated lesson, the most tricky lesson in whole DevOps course is Ansible lesson, okay? And this is the reason I'm teaching a lot of Ansible, okay? That all of you follow this lesson properly. So we have taken more time to teach Ansible. In fact, in the last boot camp, Erwin is here. He can remember that we had a whole week of buffer just for Ansible, whole week, because I knew that Ansible will need more time. Okay. Okay, so this seems pretty okay. So we update the server, we update the package, we install Nginx, we get the code, we put it in the correct directory, and we restart the Nginx. Awesome. Does anyone think? Anyone who thinks this is probably not correct? Something missing? Okay, we will see. Okay, it will give error. We will see if it gives. Okay. The next thing is GitHub Action. Now, ideally, what you will be doing is you will take this code and you will test it. Okay, in manual. But we know that how we have to do it. So let's just go ahead and save time. So we will go ahead and talk about the GitHub Actions, but we will go for 10 minutes break. Okay, it's almost an hour. So let's go for 10 minutes break. Returning, we'll do this. Okay, 10 minutes break, everyone. All right. Okay, so now is a chance that we write this workflows. Okay, so for this workflows, actually, we can copy any of the previous workflow and simply make changes on that, right? That is perhaps the easiest way of doing it. So let me grab one of the workflow and probably we'll just use that, okay? So this is one of the workflow. Okay, I'm just going to use this one. Okay, so the most important part for this workflow is this. Okay, we need to change this one. Okay, then setup Python is good. And if you're following with me, don't worry, I will share the code. Okay, if you're failing, you're left behind. And then the next thing we need to do is install Ansible, right? Why do we need to install Ansible here? Anyone?
It's the control node.
Exactly. This is the a node where we need Ansible commands, right? Then only we can run Ansible. And this will be running inside GitHub runners. Correct. So we need to install Ansible. Very good, Troy. After this, what is the next thing we need to do? We need to finally run the playbook. To install? No. Run playbook to install and install Nginx and deploy code. Okay. So what is the run command? It will be Ansible playbook. We have done this, right? -i inventory, right? This is the inventory file we have. And we will write, what is the playbook name? Playbook name is this. Sounds familiar? We are doing nothing. We are taking the code. We are installing Python. We need Python so that we can install Ansible. Once Ansible is there, the only command we run is Ansible playbook, run playbook. Inventory is this.
Chandra, as we're looking at our code that we're trying to automate, so Python is a choice that we have to identify from the code. Is there other choices like dependencies that we ought to be looking at within any particular code base we're trying to automate? So like, what indicators in the code base should we be looking for that are Ansible orchestrated?
Yeah, very good question. So try, if you are asked that we want to use Ansible, that itself is indicator that we have to use Ansible, we need to install Ansible. Okay. And another one, let's say no one even says that. You can see the playbooks. You see the playbooks, see the inventory, you know that we need to get Ansible installed. Okay. So Ansible is getting installed on the master node. Okay, this is the master node. The GitHub runner is the master. Okay, target node is your inventory, this one. Okay, once you have gotten that, you install Ansible, and the only thing you do is run playbook.
Okay, so Python here is a requirement for Ansible.
Python is required for Ansible, yes.
I show my ignorance. Thank you.
Awesome, but that was a very good question. Okay, so the next thing is, when do you want this playbook to run, right? Because we don't want this to run always, right? We would like it to run on some special cases. So we can write on push. On which branch? We'll write branches, okay? And what are the branch names? What is the branch name we have here. This is the branch. So we are saying if the push happens on this branch, okay, take the code, set up Ansible and run the playbook. Sounds fair?
I might have missed this in previous classes, but is there like an on merge? Or would you just say on push main and then when you merge that counts as a push?
Yeah, that's a good question, Tristan. So generally merge always follows with a push. So let's say you merge test branch to master branch, then the merge becomes a push in the master branch actually. Okay.
Gotcha.
So there is no merge as such. There is no merge. On merge, there is no such kind of thing. On merge, there is no such kind of thing. Okay. Any other question? All right. So I feel that everything is fine. We got the playbook. We got the inventory. Let's look at the playbook once. We install Nginx. There is just one problem here because I know it, so I'm telling you, but we will figure it out later. Okay, so this is our branch, everyone. Let's add it. Git add dot git commit -m adding Ansible CICD. Okay, and write git push origin, and the branch name will be this. Okay, so if I open my repo now, and if I go to this branch, CP class, right? This was the branch. Do you see there is a playbook running? Sorry, this is running. Okay. You see this GitHub Action job? It is installing Ansible right now. Running the playbook. Oh, okay. Okay, there is something wrong. What do you see here? The thing which is wrong is we do not have the SSH key given. We give SSH key, right? We don't have SSH key. And I don't want to commit my SSH key inside the GitHub repository. Can someone tell me what should I do now?
Secrets?
Very good. Let's use secrets. So how do I use secrets, everyone? I go to secrets, I write actions, and here
Secretly.
create a secret called SSH key. Okay. I've created this SSH key, and what will be the key file? Key file will be your key file itself. I will copy this whole thing here. Okay. Okay. And I will save here. Is everyone following with me? Please follow this. This is very important step because there is no key file, right? How will it SSH? We need key file in Ansible, correct? Do you remember this in inventory? We used to mention this, the key file, SSH key, and the path. If you give path, you have to commit your key inside GitHub repository, which we do not want. So we will use secrets.
That makes sense. So it's kind of like the .env and just regular coding with applications. You put all your variables in here, hence the line 4.
Exactly. And the moment you click add secrets, your secret will be created here. Now we want to use this secret. How do we use this secret in our GitHub action? Anyone? We got the key there, but how can I mention this key? This key is in secret. How can I give the path here? We used to give right slash.
I think it says, oh, sorry. I
Yeah.
was gonna say, I think, I mean, are we referencing the .pem file on our machine, or since we put the key in the GitHub, right? We put the SSH key in GitHub line in the secrets section, then we could probably just reference it like line 9 when we do the double braces and then do secrets dot the name we gave it.
So you are saying something like this should work? Something like this, you're saying?
Secret, but prepend it with secrets dot and then SSH key.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe I might have that mixed up a little bit. I know in the code we do reference, like in our actual code, we do secrets.ssh key because then we're not revealing what it actually is. But I'm not sure if we have to point back to the inventory file here as well, or
This
include that in another file. Sorry.
No, I mean you are actually close. This is in fact another way of doing it. You're close actually. So you can actually access this, but the problem is it needs a file. When you want to do SSH, this will be used here, right? It will look for the file here. This thing needs a file path, not a variable. Where is the real file? The real file, not the environment variable kind of thing.
The local.pem file you put on your machine.
But there's no machine now, right? Everything is in GitHub repository.
Oh yeah.
Do we need to put it into the EC2 instance from our GitHub secrets?
Oh yeah, that could work. That could probably work. You're right. Yeah.
Or that's only when you're trying to connect from one node to the next, right?
Yeah, but yeah, true. I mean that could work, but the problem there is how will you grab the SSH key and put it inside the server? You have to add a step here, right? You have to write a task name, grab SSH key, right? And there should be some kind of command like cp secrets.ssh inside my file.pem my key dot something like this should be there, right? Then only you will have the key file here, right?
Mm-hmm. And there's .ssh. That's authorized key.
Okay, but there is actually a command to do this. Okay, you can do that actually. Okay, it will work, and this is in fact okay approach to do this. I will show you a better approach of doing it. Yeah, because if you do this here, thing is that it will work. Only thing is that you are putting the key here directly, so which is also okay. I mean, we are also going to do the same thing, and the idea approach here is we will be using this. So this is how you can do that, and you are totally correct with that approach, that we will set up the SSH key. We can create a folder. You remember the .ssh folder we used to do? That
Mm-hmm.
it will come in picture now. We will create
What's the
folder.
-p flag do?
Sorry, -p?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think -p is just like, it is just going to create the directory inside the directory. So for example, let's say you want to create a folder inside a folder. You have to create the folder, go inside, and again, if you do -p, it will immediately create every folder. So we are creating folder, then we are grabbing this key file and we are putting this inside IDRS. And then we are changing the mode. It can be 400, I believe, or 600, anything is fine. Of this. Isn't it a smart, hacky way of doing it? You're not exposing your key. We are still able to do it. So we will now go ahead and do that, and we can probably do this here. We are setting up the SSH key. Okay, and then we'll install Ansible, and then we'll simply run Ansible playbook -i inventory. How do you feel about this? Better than previous one, right? We got the key at least. So write again git add, git commit, -m, adding SSH key. And we'll push again. What do you think? What should happen now? Should it work or should it still complain? Let's see. That's the best part of CICD. You don't have to do anything. All the puzzle you do once and then you relax. Okay, yes, it got SSH. You see, it is able to do something at least. It is updating the server package. Good progress, right? Okay, it seems package listed updated. Now it is updating the packages. Okay, it is done. Oh, okay. Changed the value of a state must be one of absent is latest present. What is started? Oh, is it like there is no started? Okay, let me just make it present. Okay, I don't know if a started is there a thing or not. So I will just keep present. State as present. Okay. Now there are ways where you can test this automatically. There is like a GitHub Docker container which can test these things manually before using these failures, but that's okay. We can do it. Okay, let's see what happens in this one. Okay, again it is running, configuring Nginx. Okay. Updating packages, okay. Installing Nginx. What is the issue? Enabled. I'm not sure. Enabled is there, right? We used to have enabled. I mean, okay, we'll just ignore it for now. Okay, we can do this later. Let's just remove this enable right now. And state. What was the previous complaint it had? think there must be something wrong because this is a tested code. Nginx has worked earlier on this. Probably something is wrong, but that's okay. Okay, no problem. I don't know. Probably there is OS difference. The OS we have gotten is 2022 and OS we had here was OS 24. I think probably the difference is there. Because if it is not restarted, how will it work? Absent filter fix latest present. Can someone help me here? We used to have restarted, correct? It is complaining there is no restarted. My suspect is OS, but not really sure.
Yam said line 28 says system D at the end of it.
Yeah. I think you have a typo.
Oh,
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know if that's.
no, system is fine.
Oh,
Huh,
okay.
okay.
Oh, okay. No, oh, thank you. Oh, okay, thank you, thank you for finding that, James. Restarted is okay, I think. Yeah, because we're using system D, not the app. Okay, I think yeah, we are fine then. Yeah, perfect. Thank you, Yam. Okay, so let's push it once again and see the error. Okay. Let's see the next job. What is happening? Okay, it has done. Okay. Come on, no one is helping me debug this. Everyone just wants that. Okay, let Chandra figure out the final code and let him share the final code. No, this is how you learn, right? If you want, I can send you the final file, right? That is not how you learn. Tell
Can
me.
you show the code again?
Yeah, this error I will not fix. I'm done for the day, everyone. Fix this issue. Come on, what is the issue?
Oops, that's not it.
Pause the recording. Okay, so the moment we put this command as the Yam has suggested, let's see what happens. At least the problem was correct. That Okay, it got the code. At least the next step is done. Okay. We started Nginx, and now is the decision time. Let's open the IP address and see what got cooked in our kitchen. Should we search? Let's try. Wow. Not really. Not really. Not sure what went wrong, by the way. And honestly, I don't know. Don't think that I'm pretending. I really don't know what happened. Because everything I see is green, successful. So I'm also wondering what went wrong. This is IP address, right? 197.40.90. What is the security group? Oh, it does have. Oh, this is this. That. It doesn't allow this one. It's only allowing this one. So I need to probably update the security group. If something is not opening, it's always security group. Look on the security group. So I would actually make it open. Anywhere anyone can open. It has given up, but here we go. Right. We are not doing anything else, just doing it automatically. Okay, everyone. So what I will do is I will give you the code and I will give you time to digest what we did. Okay. So let me send you the complete code. Okay. And I will wait for you to actually, I will give you 10 minutes to go and read the code and I'm sending you the complete code, everyone. So this is the playbook. This is the inventory. So please look on the Slack. And the next one is your playbook. Okay. These three important files I've sent to you. I'm giving you some time. Please organize the files and we'll talk again. If you want to go for a break, I think we can go for a break now, or if you want to wait, we can wait. Let's I think wait sometime. Yeah, please look on the code. So with this, today's lesson is complete. Today we learned how to perform CI/CD of Ansible project. Now we took a simpler example of Nginx, but you can apply the same principles, concepts, steps, and process to do CI/CD Ansible of any project. Oh, Yams is talking about the Dojo score.
Well, the game is addictive.
Yeah. I think, do you know what is the highest score, by the way, on this? Did I not mention it earlier? Okay. Can you guess what is the highest? Yeah. Michael is close. I think the highest score is 92,300 something. 92,000. And the guy played for hours, it seems. No, it was a girl, it seems. She played it for hours and hours and hours. Yeah, exactly.
I remember when that came out it was like, I can't remember one of the first iPhones or something. My buddy's mom had an iPhone. He was playing it. I think it was like back in high school. And it was really addicting. I just remember looking at him and I was like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm playing this game." And I'm like, What is it?" Next thing you know, I was playing it. So it was yeah, it's really addictive. DJ, he was in our software course. He actually made a game called Flappy Bird, like a clone of it for his like because he's doing more gaming stuff now. And yeah, he put it on. There's a platform called itch.io, and it's for indie games, so a different genre, but indie games. He put it on there, and you can actually play it like in the browser and stuff. But he made it in C#. It's pretty cool.
Sweet. I think that sounds interesting. Yeah. Now you can always offer anyone, hey, you are building a game, let me do the CI/CD for you. I will do it for you.
Mhm.
Right?
Yeah. That would be a good idea. Get like maybe at least one or two little projects like that and put it in your GitHub, and then you can put it on your resume and in your GitHub page too.
Exactly. Yeah, true. Awesome. Okay, so with this, I will stop the recording.